Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Korua Shapes Tonic. That's right, their pintail. This board features Korua Shapes float camber, which is rocker in the nose, camber throughout the board. This is going to give you that load and drive of traditional camber, plus helps with the pop, and you're going to get ease of entry as well as more optimal powder float from that rocker in the nose. This board is available in 164 and 172. I rode this board at Arapahoe Basin on a mostly sunny bluebird day. There was zero winds, colder temps. There's a thin layer of fresh snow on top of perfect corduroy. There was also some chop and chunder in spots, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. Alright, so this obviously has a fully directional free ride flex to it, so you get softer nose that progressively stiffens up right where the camber meets the rocker zone back through the tail, and there's a fair amount of torsional flex to this board. You can really flex it when you need to so you notice it, but it's not so overabundant that you're overly twisting it. Now, when it comes to the ride of this board, it's smooth and consistent. Not damp and lifeless, but smooth and consistent. You do get chatter in the nose, obviously, from that rocker section, and most of that dissipates before it hits the front foot. Now, what's nice about this board is that the camber section will plow through chop with ease. You don't really have to worry about it. It's only when you're straight lining on a groomer that you want to keep your knees bent, which you should be doing anyways, because that nose does start to flap a little bit, and you may scare yourself. I mean, I did, but I know what I'm doing. So if you're a competent rider, you have nothing to fear. If you're an incompetent rider, I don't even know why you're watching this review, but hey, bend those knees. So the pop in this board is a little bit delayed, and that makes sense because this is a pintail that's designed to be ridden longer. You don't need a board that's going to snap, be highly reactive, get you in the air. This is a board that you can be a little more calculated and laid back on. So as long as you understand that when you do load that camber section up and you hit the roller, it's going to be a slow reaction to get you in the air. You just have to give yourself a little more time and space. Yeah, I didn't even try to butter this thing. I mean, look at it. Why would you? Someone's gonna ask, but why would you? This board has a fast turn initiation from outside the front foot, but it steers from inside the front foot and inside the back foot. So basically that center section of the board. So it's all ankle steering and twisting motions. What you need to understand with this board is that when you're driving that carve, you want to disengage that front foot and just steer it from inside that back. Really just hammer that knee in and get it to carve. When it's on edge, it does big swoopy carves. It's great. When you really want to lay it over, you're putting so much torque on your rear hip and knee to get that nose to disengage that you can lay it over and just change the apex of the carve. This is a board that you should look at the mountain like it's a snake run or a skate park or something where you're just going from one side to the other, up and over everything, and just sort of swooping your turns, being a little bit more delayed. It's a fun ride, but it's not a cold and calculated, precise ride like others in the Korua lineup. Who's this board for? The resort rider that likes to carve, turn, and slash. Because someone's gonna ask, yes, I did get this into some slightly deeper snow and the tail did sink, so the pintail does work. What I like about this board is how it steers underfoot or inside the feet. It changes the whole dynamic of this board. It's really nuanced with its ankle steering, and that changes everything. This isn't going to be a board for everyone, and that's fine. That's not who this is for. It's for specific riders that like to be a little more delayed with their turns. Someone that's going to not just haul ass and just go from edge to edge, but is going to swoop from one side of the trail to the other, go up on a berm, maybe slash, then come back out, back on edge. It's a unique ride, and if you get a chance to ride one, you should. And it's your classic pintail longboard, so you know, you do ride it bigger. I mean, honestly, I wish I'd ridden the next size up from this because it probably would have been really, really fun for what I was riding. Comparable boards, the Moss Snowstick Pintail 64, the Nidecker Beta APX, the GNU Banked Country. Binding recommendations, the Rome Katana, the Union Strata, the K2 Lean AT. This has been my review of the Korua Shapes Tonic. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.